Well, TGIF, the weekend is here. We've done it. We've made it to the end of another week. Yeah! Woo! Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to you. And you. Hope you had a great week, guys. I really do. I hope it was awesome. You know what? We're almost halfway through the month of August. In fact, we will be as of this weekend. And we've got a wet Westman weekend on the way. We're going to update your forecast coming up and watches and warnings, not for the Brandon region, but to the west of us and to the northwest. Lots of rain coming in. It started already. Coming up on the show today, oh boy, we got lots to talk about. There is a Houston teacher. Some American kids are already back in school, by the way. And one Houston teacher has gone viral. Normally, it's not something that, an emotional teacher going back to school. I would think that a lot of people are emotional going back. The reason this particular teacher is emotional should concern you and will spark a lot of debate this morning on the show. And we're going to get to that right after our good thing this morning. Also, another hot topic are these e-scooters. You see these kids going around all over the... Just slow down, you little whippersnippers. Man, the e-scooters, they're basically a skateboard that is motorized, and these things can go really fast. I was headed south on 34th Street 2 days ago, and if you know the city that I'm in at all, 34th Street has got a bike path that runs right along perpendicular, parallel to the street. And I saw this kid. I'm like, man, I would have loved to have had one of those e-scooters when I was a kid. And then I pulled away from the light, and this kid, he is going and keeping up with me. And I'm like, I'm doing 50K here. And I'm pushing 55K, and I just barely lost the kid. I'm thinking, holy crap, these things are fast. So we're asking you, should e-scooters be just for those over the age of 16, because there's a growing debate online about making sure that it's just, big kids that are operating these, because if something can go quite that fast, it's pretty wild. And maybe you did this as a kid, taking bottles back. When did we stop doing this? I remember buying a soda pop at the store, and you'd pay the extra 10 cents, and then you'd take the glass bottle back to the place where you got it from. I remember this because my grandfather owned a small grocery store / pool hall / arcade in our hometown, and he sold a lot of soda pop. And, people bring back their empties. I'd take them to the back of the store, and there were crates and crates and crates of wood empties. The reason I bring this up is because there is a major debate happening in Ontario and Quebec because there is an increasing number of cross-border bottle returners. The economy is garbage, and people are making money off their garbage. They're in one province you get money for your returns, and in other provinces you don't. And so we're going to touch on that. Boy, lots, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. But first, let's get to outside and to this weather here. Here's a look at the radar this morning. Top left corner of your screen, you can see the moisture that's coming in here. And it's significant. We have a couple of cameras that are down this morning at Grand Valley and Moon Lake, but you can see things are wet. The rain started in the overnight hours, and it's going to continue probably until the early hours of Sunday morning. Now, there is a heavy rainfall warning in effect for areas to the west of Brandon, which extends down to the southwest corner down in the Melita region. Those bananas are going to be getting wet down there, but you can see there is a ton of moisture there. They're saying close to 70 millimeters of rain could come. Now, for Brandon, it will probably be around 20. You can see on the radar there, that cloud is just curling a little bit. It's going to dump a whole bunch of rain on Russell, Shoal Lake, Verdon, the indoor rodeo, and Wild West Days. Thank God it's an indoor rodeo and not an outdoor rodeo. You'll be in nice and warm where it's dry today and this weekend. But it is warm out, actually. We've got rain showers and 14 degrees. So if there's a silver lining, it's been cooler to start the day. Here's how the weekend forecast looks. Rain today and 20 and rain tomorrow and 20. And then Sunday, things will clear out and we'll have a really nice Sunday. So if you're going to be planning something outdoors this weekend, probably best to make it Sunday. Our normal, again, for this time of year is 25 degrees, and the headline for summer is July was smoking hot above normal, and August was below normal. We're halfway through the month now, and we have had, I think, 1 or 2 days at or above normal, and I think they were on the long weekend, to be honest. So it's been a cooler than normal August. A lot of people don't mind that in these parts, though. Temperatures in those low to mid-20s are exactly what summer is about for a lot of folks in Manitoba. And it looks as if the rain will stop. And we'll have lots of sunshine next week to green things up for us. So there we go. 3 weeks from Wednesday, kids are back at school. Minot kids go back Wednesday. Bottineau kids go back the week after, the Wednesday following. And then it's our turn. So it's the Wednesdays back at school. They'll be rearing their ugly head? I don't know if back to school is ugly. Back to school it's kind of exciting. That first day back at school, all the new stuff, all the kids catching up with everybody, all the new sneakers and school supplies. And how was your summer? It was awesome. It was so hot for those 2 days. And then I did a lot of this. This was remember getting back to school? My summer. I met Suzanne. Oh, yeah. Suzanne worked at the ice cream store. And I was at the gas station. And on our coffee break, that was back in the 80s. Now, when you go back to school and the teachers say, tell me about your summer. Huh? Tell me about your summer. Huh? Congratulations. Excellent. Well done. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Good to see you. We're on all platforms to start the show. Yes, indeed, Season 8. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Thank you once again to our sponsors. Thank you to our Sunseekers for being part of the show. We're on all platforms, including YouTube, TikTok, X, Facebook, and, of course, the mothership Twitch. Thank you to all those who join us on the website as well. You don't even have to be signed up for Twitch to take part in the show in the way, you want to listen or watch to see what we're talking about, what's going on. You can do that through the website at tylerglenshow.com, but we'd like to have you part of the coffee and conversation. And to do that, you can sign up for a free Twitch account. It's really easy. Lots of people that just ask Michelle. Michelle's the latest to get our gold star, our scratch and sniff, well done sticker. It smells like pizza. I like the pizza ones. I like everything pizza. In fact, I think I ate a pizza scratch and sniff sticker one time. Just to see if they taste. You did it too. You ate your scratch and sniff stickers too, didn't you? You did, because we wanted to see if they tasted like they smelled. Don't lie to me. Anyway, way to go, Michelle. She's made the jump over to Twitch. It's really easy to do. But we have lots of folks that they love the Facebook, and that's okay too, and the TikTok. Like Missy, who's over on TikTok. We got a couple of Missies. I know Missy that's watching on YouTube, and Missy's on TikTok, along with Brian and Carl and Sheila. Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Pete's here, too. Oh, quite the crew over there today. Let me just get caught up. Arnold is over there. Marie, Lee, Tosh, and Road Reverend over on Twitch. Derek's here, too, on Twitch. We've got Shelly, Sheila, Kangaroo Man. Hey, Kangaroo Man. Randy's here, too. Hi. Kelly is here, too. Hi. And Brian, all on TikTok. Tracy's over on Twitch, along with Janine. That's Tracy Roger. Janine Fleury Urbanovich is back again to kick us off on Facebook. Happy Friday. Great weekend. You too, Janine. Stay dry. It's going to be a wet start to the weekend. There's my Michelle. Michelle on the Twitch. Patricia Ann is here on Twitch, too. Ron is over on the X platform. Hi, Ron. Good morning. Welcome. Jody says, good rainy morning. If it's a steady rain and it just, isn't coming down all at once like it used to be. When the weather was kind of a little more normal. And we didn't get flooded out. There's nothing wrong with a steady rain. I find it really easy to go to sleep when it's raining outside. Gutters are just gushing and you can hear it on the roof. You're just like cozy in your blankies. You got your soother there and you've got your cookies and your warm milk. Yeah, I like the rain. I like the rain. It makes things grow. Yeah, so anyway, I'm under my camouflage blankets next to my AK. Hey, happy Keyboard Friday. Hey, Nick. Nick's over on Twitch. Colby's here on TikTok. Hi, Colby. Frida's here too. Katie4380. Tracy says, Tyler, you make the week great. Tracy, you make the week great. Thank you so much for being here. I've had a lot of fun this week. This is going to be a pretty wild season. I'm feeling wild. I'm feeling wild and crazy. I don't know. I just feel like this has been August, for the kind of cruddy weather. It's been a good start to the to the season. Anyway, thank you for being here. I can't do it without you. Can't do it without the sponsors. It just keeps on trucking along, and here we are. Zumba Bernice is a little soggy. I bet you'd like a few more pool days, hey? Jeez. July. You got a couple of days in July. Well, I think we're in for a great fall. I'm also excited because NFL is back. Exhibition season started last night. NFL fans, Aaron Rodgers going back to Green Bay? What? Is that true? What's happening? Bombers back in action. Why did they take such a break? They haven't played in 2 weeks. They're on holidays, I guess. But it's your season. Renee is over on Facebook. Quentin is here on Twitch. Nick says, this is the first I've seen in a while that the high was below 20, which is wild because we're starting at 14. Our evenings are good. Our mornings are good. It's what the hell's happening with our temperatures? It's unreal. Steve Gradwell is here on Twitch. Hey, Steve. Good to see you, pal. Tony's over on TikTok as well. Good morning. Chanel is here. Hi, Chanel. It's great to see you. Nick says that pretty much sums up summer when you think about it. Yeah, it's slipping. Yeah, I'm not pushing any panic buttons yet, but pumpkin spice, yes, and peppermint. Oh, chocolate bars too. Halloween is coming. I like Halloween. Hey, Rhonda's here. Good morning, Rhonda. Happy Friday on Facebook, and Rachel Zarn's over on Facebook as well. Happy Friday to you as well. Sean is over on TikTok. Happy Friday. Hope you guys had a great week. You've got some plans for the weekend. Saturday, it'll be an indoor affair. Maybe get that back to school shopping done because, listen, tomorrow's rainy. Be in the store, fighting some crowds. I don't know how big they'll be. We're still 3 weeks out. But then Sunday, you can be outside doing all the fun stuff. And I predict we still got lots of summer left. I'm gonna hold the torch, as they say. And I think that we've got some good weather yet to come. So let's hope for that. All right? Okay. We have got so much to talk about today. I am so excited about the show. Oh, I forgot my welcome aboard sign. I am so distracted. All right. I want to show you, in case you're a first timer. This is normally what we have to say. Hello, happy Friday, welcome aboard. Hope you had a great week. See, our romper room lady. For those that are old enough to remember the romper room lady, who would say, I see you, and I see you, and I see you, and I see you. Not in the ICU. The ICU is the intensive care unit. It's I see you, I see you. And then they'd say the names, and people always enjoyed that. And you'd send in your birthday. And then they would wish you a happy birthday on your birthday. And now I have my own show where I can wish people happy birthday because she didn't do it for me. And I sent it in. You know why? Because I'm from Manitoba and they only did Ontario kids and BC kids. This is all that ever matters. And that's what ingrained this alienation into me. Manitoba always gets left out. Okay, so anyway. Hi, Wayne. Scarlett's here, too. Good morning, Tyler Glen. Good morning, Scarlett, Faith, Marie, Leclerc, Blue Lynn. That is SFMLB. I hope you don't mind I abbreviate it like that. Good morning. Have a great weekend. Arnie is here on TikTok too. And welcome aboard, everybody. It's great to have you here. Thank you so much. I do want to remind you that coming up on Wednesday, there is a very special breakfast happening at Murray's. It's a pancake breakfast, I believe, with pancakes and probably birthday cake. That's what they should call it. Pancakes and birthday cake. Did you know Murray GM in Brandon is celebrating 100 years in business? It's incredible. They have been here forever, probably one of the longest running businesses in Manitoba. And over that 100 years, they have expanded across Canada. They have done a tremendous job in the vehicle category, whether it be sales and service and leasing and auto body, and so much of that success has been spread right across the country. And they'll be celebrating on Wednesday with a customer appreciation pancake breakfast, 7:30 to 9:30 in the Chevy showroom. There's going to be draws all day long, including a voucher towards a new vehicle, a voucher towards a pre-owned Chevy or Marshall Motors vehicle, paint film package from the body shop, and gift cards for service and parts. So it's going to be a big day Wednesday at Murray GM, kind of the big pancake birthday cake day, Wednesday starting at 7:30 a.m. in the main showroom at Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC, certified service express and sales right there, 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. Our friends at Sunrise Credit Union have some contests going on. They'll probably do their draw a little later today to give away those football tickets. They are giving away a bunch of football tickets to tonight's game against Ottawa through their Facebook page. And that's not all. They've been doing all kinds of giveaways lately. They recently had a contest called 3 Months on Us, where they're going to make some payments for some people. How cool is this contest? Basically up to $3,000 in payments. So, I mean, that could be somebody's mortgage, perhaps, maybe their truck payment, depending on how many streaming services you have. $3,000 in streaming services, you might want to just cut that back a bit. Anyway, not here to judge. 3 Months on Us. Congratulations to the winners, Colton Spraggs, Corey Martin, and Glen Lonsbury, the recent winners. And don't forget, if you're a Sunrise Ag member, you could win a cooler filled with goodies, soda pops, chips, meat snacks, cereal bars. It's a cooler filled with treats just in time for harvest. And you can do that as well through their social media channels and the Ultimate Student Survival Kit. That includes literally hundreds of dollars in gift cards. Visit sunrisecu.mb.ca. And this weekend, make it the weekend to visit our friends at Tim Hortons of Western Manitoba for the Tim Hortons Harry Potter collection. Now, true story, went over, got my corn dog yesterday from the Midway Madness. It was okay. What does that have to do with Tim's? Well, it's like, yeah, it's okay. I love corn dogs. And it's like, I need donuts. So I finished my corn dog, and I'm like, I need to get some donuts in me. So off to get the Harry Potter donuts, and that's exactly what I did. And I had there's the cream cheese, there's the blueberry, and then there's the Timbits. They have this. I like the Timbits the best, actually. Here's a picture of all of them. The Harry Potter Magical Menu Collection. Slytherin Chocolate Pistachio. It was okay. Hufflepuff Lemon. Actually, the donuts, that was the surprise. The Gryffindor Strawberry Cheesecake Donut was good as well. And the Ravenclaw Blueberry Donut was also quite good. But I really liked the lemon, which surprised me. Anyway, but out of all the snacks, the Golden Snitch Timbits. Oh, God, I'm such a Timbit monster. I love those. They were perfect after my corn dog. And then there's the Patronus Sparkling Blueberry Raspberry with cold foam. It launched this week, and it's for a limited time. Oh, and I should have brought my box in. They come, if you get them individually, they come in like a jewelry box, like you're buying a ring or something like that, if you get them individually. And, of course, when you buy them in the groups, you get your regular box, but specially decorated boxes. And I like the individual box. That's kind of cool. It fancifies it up a little bit. I bet you some guys who are ready to propose to some Some ladies might get some fun ideas to get down on one knee with a little box. Here you go. Wow, it's bigger than a ring, though. Anyway, Tim Hortons of Western Manitoba. Check out the Harry Potter magical menu in Brandon, Dauphin, Neepawa, Verdun, and Moosomin. And, Tracy's watching the show. Thank you. She went down on one knee and brought it for me. She's like, oh, you want to? There it is. That's kind of cool. It felt special. I got my little box. Now, where's the donut? Gone. Okay, yesterday's good thing. Doodle-doo-doo-doo, doodle-doo. Gotta remember my screen change. Okay, so yesterday's good thing. This is a part of the show where we just type in GT and we talk about good stuff. So tell us what was good in your day yesterday, and we will celebrate together. Nick, for example, saw Jake V and the Sturgeon River Boys. They were nothing short of incredible. I even bought one of his records, and he sent a picture in Messenger. Oh, my gosh, to the mailbag. And he joined the fan club. I'm kind of sad I missed this. I'm a big banjo guy, and I love the look of these guys. Whoa. Nick, let me know if they're ever around again. I'm sad I missed that. If there's a banjo, I should be there. I am a closet redneck, and I love the banjo. Maybe not closet. I love the banjo. I can imagine the harmonies. Bet you they were fantastic. Is there more? Oh, yeah. Oh, man. These guys look fantastic. The Sturgeon River Boys. I got to remember that. If you ever see them again, Nick, or if they're ever coming, can you just send me a DM? I might take that in. They look fantastic. I bet you they sounded even better. Thanks for sharing. Joan Gurr is here on Facebook. Have a great weekend, Joan. Nick says, I would have went to Midway Madness for donuts, but seeing how they're essentially in the same parking lot as Timmy's, it seemed a little redundant. It is, well, and I was kind of in a fried binge, to have I love corn dogs. I'm sorry. I got a huge, that's all I did. I went over there and literally you had to go through security and, I even treated Tracy to a corn dog. She's like, are we doing anything else? I'm like, really? We're not doing the rides. Seriously. And, there was a handful of rides there. Kids were having fun. I went through security straight to the corn dog booth, got my corn dog, and then right over to Tim Hortons. Now, I didn't eat the corn dog at Tim, but that would be inappropriate. So we grabbed our Harry Potter donuts and my corn dog. And Jason Sanchez. What the heck? Jason Sanchez. Hi, Tyler, Jason, and Caroline here. Thumbs up. It's been forever. Oh, my God. How did I appear in your newsfeed all of a sudden, Jason Sanchez? And Caroline, Witness Protection Program. Where are you guys? Are we supposed to talk about where you are? Who are you running from? So good to see you. So good to see your names pop up. Happy Friday. This is where I live now. Well, I've technically always lived here. I had the studio for 20 years, and now it's a beach bunker. It's magic. Ryan Marcus, good morning. Quentin says those guys were very entertaining. I missed the boat on that one. I should have went. I feel bad now. They look fantastic. You can't just be singing. You got to be the whole package. Those guys look good. They look good, and I like the look of that banjo. And they really played the part very well. Okay. Yeah. Well, I get it. They were fantastic, and I missed the boat. How bad? These guys are just bullying me now. Why don't you just call me a loser for not coming? I miss my banjo voice. Just let me know the next time they're here. Or any act with a banjo. I always thought that Brandon needed a bacon and banjo festival. Wouldn't that be great? Bacon and banjos. And we would let ribs come too, because you could have ribs. It'd be like a pork fest. Although that sounds bad. Would you like to join me at the Pork Fest? Whoa. Slow down. Pump the brakes there, man. Pork Fest. What are you talking about? Not as good. Bacon and Manjos sounds a lot better than Pork Fest. And don't even go Googling it. Oh, look, another city, you'll get a virus on your machine. It'll be awful. Happy Friday. That's it. You guys are just going to punish me for the band I missed? Well, and I got a corn dog yesterday. Maybe I should have taken a picture of it, but it was not stellar. And you know, I haven't met a corn dog. It was passable. It was passable. But I'll say it. It was disappointing. I'm not sure why. I didn't realize that corn dogs were like a connoisseurial thing. I always get the big one, the foot long, and they're always delicious. And it was okay. It was all right. Bradley's here. Happy Friday. Good morning. Happy Friday. Okay, so coming up, the growing e-scooter debate. But oh my God, this is what everybody's going to be talking about today other than the rain, okay? This Houston teacher. I will avoid commentary for the vast majority of the video I'm going to play you. It's 2 minutes long. Some American kids are back at school already. This Houston teacher has already gone viral. And it's an emotional video. I'll play it after the beach break. It's definitely going to get some conversations going. In addition to the conversation about the e-scooter debate, that will be coming up in the next segment of the show. But first, it's Friday, so we go to the Soggy Dollar for what we call a beach break. Every half hour, we take just a quick break so I can get a bathroom break in and a fresh cup of Joe, and then we get back to it. And we will have fun and frivolity in just seconds. It's Friday. And Ryan says, usually I was working security at the fair. I would have known. I would have let you in. It's the only day I didn't. Security was easy. You just dump your pockets into the trays and then walk through. It's sad. I was sad going through. I mean, they had like 5 rides, and we need a metal detector now. But this is where we are. Everybody else's kids. That's how we have to roll these days. Oh well, I got my corn dog anyway, so I'm not going to complain. And listen, I didn't get sick, so that's good.
Good morning, Sunseekers. Let's celebrate.
Let's celebrate. It's Friday. The weekend is yours. Let's go to the beach. We've got some sunshine at the Soggy Dollar, and we'll see if we got day drinkers. It's always fun to see if people show up here. Coffee refill. Take a break. We'll be back in just a second. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us.
Good morning, Sunseekers. Let's celebrate. It's Friday. The weekend is yours. Let's celebrate. Good morning, Sunseekers. Let's celebrate. It's Friday. The weekend is yours. Good morning, Sunseekers.
It's the weekend, sun seekers. The sun is always shining at the soggy dollar in the British Virgin Islands here. It is raining. Environment Canada has just issued a heavy rainfall warning. Yeah, it is going to be wet. We knew that. Let's take a look at the radar this morning and see this weather system that's moving into the area. Ooh, we got a lot of moisture there. There is a lot of moisture coming to our area. And again, with a heavy rainfall warning in effect, we could see upwards of 70 millimeters of rain. I have done my best to kind of describe what the coverage area is going to look like. Oh, here we go. I got a color-coded map. This is better. There we go. So the area in gray is a special weather statement. That means they give so many watches, warnings, weather statements, suggestions. We have weather update, weather statements, weather updates, weather alerts. Anyway, in the gray area, everyone's going to get a lot of rain. We're going to get a lot of rain. The area in yellow, though, is the area that you could see some overland flooding over the next 24 hours. So this includes communities like Verdun, St. Lazare, Moosomin, Kenton. Verdun is included in that. Brandon is not. We are right at the edge, but I think it's safe to say that regardless of where you are, there is going to be a lot of moisture. So just prepare for that. Make sure your gutters are down. Make sure everything's running off the way it should. But just because you're not in the area encased in yellow doesn't mean that you're going to get away with the dry Friday. It's going to be wet, really, really wet. Now, the good news is it is not going to last all that long. In fact, as it moves in today, we're already seeing things get moved up. We figured that it'd be Sunday morning by the time the system rolled through, and now it might be Saturday night, even maybe, dare we dream, Saturday afternoon. The moisture might move on. So we may be able to salvage even Saturday evening. So if you've got a barbecue planned, or maybe you're hoping for a campfire, if you keep the wood dry, might be able to do that Saturday night, although it's going to be cool. Couple of cool days. 20 degrees for a high today. Tomorrow, 23 on Sunday. The sunshine is back, and the sunshine is going to be a good part of next week. And next week, kids in Minot will go back to school. They've been out for a long time. They basically get out, I think, around May long weekend. They'll go back Wednesday. A little closer to these are U.S. schools, closest U.S. towns to us. Bottineau goes back a week from Wednesday, and then 3 weeks from Wednesday is when we go back. Now, this video comes from Houston, Texas. And this is a Texas high school teacher. Maybe you've seen this because it's gone viral. It's everywhere. And if you haven't seen it, we're about to watch it together. He broke down in front of his class. He teaches the older kids, not the little kids, the older kids. He is getting kids ready for the big bad world. And first couple of days of school did not go well. Have a listen to this.
So I am on my lunch break. It is, 11:30 or something like that. And I just finished a 3-hour class. We have what's called block, and block is where first and second periods are combined for subjects that need it. And so I literally broke down in the middle of class because I'm teaching seniors. These kids are leaving.
Okay, for Canadian audience, sorry to interrupt him. Seniors are grade 12, okay? Seniors are 12th graders.
High school and going to college, hopefully, after they finish. We had 2 paragraphs to read, 1 sentence complete to write. I gave them the sentence stems. I basically completed the sentence for them in the model. These are 17 and 18-year-old kids, and they couldn't fill in 4 words. 4 words.
Uh-oh.
I gave them the scenario. We annotated together. I gave them the answers before we even had the problem. And they couldn't do it. I don't know. I simply don't know where the problem is. This is only day 2. And I have seniors who simply cannot read and seniors who cannot write. They cannot write. They can reason. They have the ability to defend their reasoning if it's talking to their homeboy, but applying that to a written text, 2 paragraphs, and they couldn't do it.
What about a tweet, though? Could they do a tweet? Just asking for, again, I'm sorry to interrupt, but they can take a great Instagram picture. Get them to put it in the form of a TikTok reel.
Our young black men, our young brown men, our young black girls, and our young brown girls oh, God.
So
I'm here in nutrition.
Yeah. Hey, there's Liam Neeson. Hey, Liam. So that's been shared all over the place because we're going to be back at school before long. Now, that's in Texas. That's a teacher from Houston. Obviously, he did not get into the world of teaching to have seniors, grade 12s, who couldn't write complete sentences. Now, before everybody says, well, that's in the States, that's U.S. schools, I have 3 words for you. Or 4. See, now my education is under scrutiny. Talk to a teacher. Talk to a teacher. If there's a teacher in your life, and you know what? They would love to share their challenges with you. We are seeing a growing number of kids coming through the school system that can't do the math, they can't read, and they can't write. And the thing is that they're moving them along anyway. I fear this all began when my kids were small. And when my kids were small, we started doing things called give everybody a trophy. Isn't there a saying that says the road to hell is paved with good intentions? We had good intentions. We didn't want the kids to feel bad. As parents, we do everything we can to make sure our kids don't feel bad. Let's everybody get a ribbon. Everybody gets a trophy. Everybody wins. Because in life, that's how it is. We all win. And as soon as that starts to happen and that becomes the norm, then everyone passes and no one fails. I've been actually asked to MC events where we're giving out awards, and they don't want to use the term awards. We use words like celebration and acknowledgement. Because, and I've been told this, awards indicate that there are winners and losers. I've been told that. I don't MC that kind of stuff anymore. I don't MC much of anything anymore. I can't. It's because the world's gone crazy. I'm sorry. The world has winners and the world has losers. We have to teach that to the kids. And I'm sorry, if you fail the class, then you do it over again. And failure is not the end of the world. If you're not failing, you're not trying. Failure is good for you. I'm an example of that. I'm the most successful failure you ever met. Well, not really. Elon Musk probably is. That guy's failed a lot. He gets a lot of crap, but you know what? That guy, and he's got the money to play around with it. But anyway, what did you think of that video? Do you know any teachers? Maybe you're a teacher yourself if you feel comfortable in commenting. I'll tell you, the comments on this are insane. And what are we going to do when we start sending these kids out into the world and we're wondering, who's going to do this job and that job, and they can't even make change? We've talked about that before on the show. Like, they can't make change. Martin says they've got AI and ChatGPT now. Who needs school? That's terrible. Martin, that's terrible. That's not true. They have to learn. And taking those phones out of the classroom, God, was one of the greatest things they ever did. Ron says reading is fundamental. If only some of the young people knew that without reading, you are not going to get through life. Well, although increasingly, like we started the show, this is life now. Oops, I just about dropped it. But, if you can tweet, if you can Instagram, if you can TikTok. Allison says, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. This generation is cooked. Nothing is authentic. Kids don't want to work. They realize it's a waste of time. We are about to lose a generation. Oh, my God. Does somebody have something positive to bring out of this? Can we just change education a little bit? And I'm sorry, can we worry less about making sure that everyone's in bubble wrap and make sure that they learn? Is that okay? Is that okay? I was talking to somebody in education in the last day, and we were having a discussion on something like this, and I had talked about Tracy Schmidt. Now, Tracy runs education in Manitoba, and in every province, you have somebody who is in charge of the whole education system. And every time Tracy steps up to the mic, and she might be a great person, I don't know her, and I don't want to attack her, but this is the truth. She says, you know what? I'm glad in Manitoba that we are leading the way for kids who feel safe in their classroom. And don't get me wrong, classrooms can be violent. Again, just ask a teacher. But she's not talking about that. She's talking about feelings. And that's fine. Can we make sure they know how to add and write things and stuff first, though? Schools are not about safety. They're about a learning. We've gotten away from what schools are supposed to be. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Vanessa said it's not the teacher's fault. It's the lifestyle and the upbringing at home and what's happening at home. Well, that's part of it too. Parents do play a big part in that. Bernice says that's heartbreaking. Oh, now I feel like crying. I'm sorry. No, I don't want to bring you down. But Cindy says, I have a teacher in my family, and yes, there is a problem here as well on this side of the border. Yeah, I have some in my family too. I have someone in my family who is attempting to teach a classroom of students, and there are 8 different languages, not French and English. That's the old days. You might have a kid move in from Quebec and then, oh, great, I might have to include some French programming if it's not a bilingual school. But this person I know has 8 different languages from around the world. And some of the kids that have come with their mom and dad, they don't know any English. And, not to get on the big, immigration tirade. This is kids. The kids are kids, and they're there to learn. I hope we can reach them. I hope we can teach them and produce these productive adults. But if they don't understand the language, this is a problem. Leslie said, this guy's not lying. When they visit the bank where I work and open their first bank account with one of their parents, We ask them to sign their names. They can barely sign their names. We are in such trouble. And Kathy said, we need to do more at home because the teachers are afraid of losing their job unless they do the whole everybody's feelings, everybody's woke. So parents, it's time for us to step up. Our children are our future. Hi, Angela. Tracy Roger agrees. Less about feelings, more about learning. Yellow Jacket says, I'm in retail. I can tell you I feel that I have trained half of Brandon's simple math. When they give you 20 and the total was 10, you wonder why businesses are struggling right now. They're getting the wrong change. It's so hard to make money when the kids can't make the change. Oh, my gosh. And Alicia says, but they can sure use their phones. They sure know how to use TikTok. And maybe that's the answer. Maybe we have to incorporate phones in some way. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Angela says, it's the government that has changed the world and everyone just falls into the trap. Hey, Sean O'Vision. Good to see you. I don't know, guys. I don't know. This is sad. I'm sure there will be, once this makes the rounds locally, and of course, once I post it as part of the podcast, a lot more people will be exposed to it, and I can't wait to see some of the other comments that come in. And more importantly, not the comments, but suggestions. Because, guys, this has to get fixed. That's why I bring it up. A, it's viral. Number two is we got to fix this. It's not just a problem down there. Bernice says maybe kids need to feel more pressure to excel, that they don't get held back from passing into the next grade, but they don't do that anymore. We were talking about it yesterday in Michigan. The university, I don't know if it's University of Michigan, which university, it's in Michigan, that's all I know, is that they're not even going to give passing and failing grades anymore. They're just going to have completed. And no. We can't have that. The world is a place where your talents matter. And if your talents don't line up, then you practice, you get better, you work at it. We've lost that somewhere along the way. Tosh says she was able to get out of Assiniboine College with honors last June, but didn't have a cell phone growing up or any screens or any electronics. Well, and you had, you're not exactly in this age group, so you've had a relatively normal educational upbringing. I think anything past probably, well, certainly COVID. Anything after COVID is just, it's kind of the big cutoff. Cheryl says it's hard to believe that parents are okay with their kids not being able to read or write. I don't think they know. I don't think a lot of parents even talk to their kids. I mean, how can you not know that your kids can't read or write? And in fairness to the parents, maybe they're working so much that they don't have time to even see their kids. Selena says the problem is that schools' focus isn't on academics anymore. Schools need to be places where academics are the primary focus. This should be about learning and nothing else. I would tend to agree with that. You don't go to the hospital to get your tires changed. I want my tires changed, sir. You're in the OR. I don't care. There's people here, and they've got fingers, they've got toes, they've got a brain. Change my tires. I'm bringing my car in the operating room. Sir, you've lost your mind. God, please go to the psychiatric end of the hospital. But I'm here to no, it's about learning. That's it. Cindy says it's going to be a scary world in the next 10 years or so. Judy says, who wants a doctor, nurse, dentist that got pushed through the system and not passed the courses? Well, and Judy, you wonder why they're coming from other parts of the world. Because I'll tell you, in China, they ain't doing this. They're coding in grade 4. Our seniors can't spell, can't write, can't add, and they're coding in grade 4. How do you think this is going to land in about a generation or two? I don't know. We got to change something. Thanks for all your comments, guys. Shannon says seasoned teachers have been screaming this for years. Where was this guy? Okay, the person's not being very kind. Bradley says it starts at home. Parents have to be respectful. And language is a barrier. You can't throw kids that don't speak English so they can't learn. Well, and I had mentioned that earlier, that I have some family members who have classrooms filled with people who don't speak English. And that's not me being cruel or, people start throwing labels around the R word. You're just an R word. No, they can't understand the language. Janine says, when my daughter was struggling with reading, which she hated to do, we tried everything. I asked if they could hold her back, and they said no, because it hurts their self-esteem. But Janine, I'm so proud of you for not accepting that and getting the help for your kid, because that's, and you know what? This is where I think, if nothing else, as parents, it's time for us. It's time for us to step up. It's time for us to step in and make sure that our kids are learning the stuff they need to learn. You have to take matters into your own hands. It's like if your neighborhood gets crime-ridden, the baseball bat goes by the door. Maybe other things are taken into your own hand. You have to take the bull by the horns. Janine responded, if she's reading at a grade 3 level in grade 7, wouldn't that hurt her self-esteem? There was crickets. And in defense of the teachers, and even to a certain degree some administrators, because privately some administrators will tell you this is crazy, but not publicly. No. Because they answer to the... I don't know where it's all coming from. I really don't. It's so wild. And we're going to see more teacher videos like this because, back to school's coming. Angela says maybe tablets in school should be non-existing and teachers could teach more. Janine said she finally did overcome it, but it was a struggle, let me tell you. But again, good for you, Janine. And, for those parents that are lurking in and don't want to comment, and I understand that, it's quite common that not everybody is able to grasp everything on the first go. I am a prime example of that, but there's help available. And it's important to get the help because the reality is they're just going to move you along. They're just going to, it's like a conveyor belt. Next. Bernie said, this is why robots are taking over the jobs. Tracy Rogers said, I did the same for my son. I couldn't believe they said no. Good for you guys. And I guess you're the inspiration for everyone else that, listen, this is what has to be done. We have to take matters into our own hands, or we're gonna be sending our kids into the world, and it does nothing for them. And it hurts. I'm a dad. I don't like when my kids fail. I don't like when they come up short. But that's a me problem. I have to quell that. I have to say, listen, this is life. I really believe this. I didn't get wrapped in bubble wrap. Let them go through this, and then they come out the other side. And I couldn't be more proud when they're able to face adversity. But anyway, we're going to lighten things up a little bit with the kid that was arrested for not taking a back-to-school pic with his mom. What? Maybe you saw this one. we'll discuss in a second. First, Kuiper's Family Bakery. Make your Friday great with cinnamon buns, some tarts to go with your coffee today. How about a sausage roll for lunch or one of those nice, soft, cheesy, pepperoni-filled pizza buns? Oh, they've got so many great treats at Kuiper's Family Bakery. You see my little bit of artwork on Facebook yesterday? Took the eclipse and made it a cookie clips. With the monster cookie, the cookie is the moon. Kuiper's Family Bakery, they've got monster cookies, every kind of cookie you can imagine. It's the shelf of super cookies. Pick up a couple of sleeves of those. That'll bribe your kids into doing some homework at home. You want another cookie? They'll do it. 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner, next to Tasty's. EPLA office, of course, if you need legal help with buying or selling real estate, corporate law. A lot of people that own businesses in Brandon were chiming in on my Facebook post this week talking about how awesome Andrea and her team are. They'll help with business law, real estate law, wills and estates. They are just so friendly, so accommodating, and so knowledgeable. See EPLA office for all your legal needs at 642 18th Street, Unit A, across from the RBC. And at Creasy Hot Tubs and Billiards, Jacuzzi Hot Tubs of Manitoba, as they continue their summer blowout sale. Again, incredible interest rates. Or they can pay the tax for you in the summer wrap-up sale on jacuzzi hot tubs and swim spas. Now, I'd prefer you go to the store at 2500 Park Avenue, but if you want to check it out online, go to jacuzzimanitoba.ca. And here's the thing, you can see it. The rains are here. The weather is cooling. You want to be in the backyard 12 months of the year? You want to be out in the backyard as everybody else is kind of complaining about the weather, going, oh, things have turned cold. I've got my hot tub. Those bubbles on a Friday are waiting for you. Your jacuzzi is sitting there waiting to get picked up. 2500 Park Avenue, Jacuzzi Hot Tubs in Manitoba, and Creasy Hot Tubs and Billiards. Looking forward to the keyboard. Another thing for back to school is taking that back-to-school picture. That'll be flooding your news feed. And what has happened here? A mom called the cops because her son would not take the back-to-school picture?
It's a parenting tradition. When back-to-school season rolls around, we got to get the first day of school picture. But when one Colorado fifth grader refused his mom's request, she didn't get mad. She got the cops involved. Amanda Stoles recruited a passing police officer to play along, putting her son in cuffs, oh no, and posing him in the back of the patrol car. Stoles posted the photos, joking that refusing your mom's first day of picture is against the law. The charges were filed, but mom definitely got her picture. They weren't, sorry. They weren't filed. No.
The newscaster screwed up. Charges were not filed. It was a prank. He was passing by. Mom said, hey, can you come here and talk to my son? He won't take the back to school picture. You know, because police didn't have anything better to do, like arrest people. But, you know, listen, cops too, they're trying to be part of the community in a fun way. It's all about being kind and having fun. And preparing him for his future if he can't read and write. Put him in cuffs. Oh, well. But you know what? You can just show if your kids are having a hard time, because all kids do this. Oh, I don't want to take that first day of school picture. Do you want to go to jail? Have you seen these pictures of this kid that went to jail? I will call the cops. You could try it. I guess it's kind of like up there with Santa Claus, right? Maybe a little worse. But anyway. Tosh wants keyboard. We want keyboard. Cindy says, when his mom gets older, and him too, he's going to miss taking that picture. Yes, it's true. It is true. Back to school 3 weeks from Wednesday. Still to come, the e-scooter debate. You thought the teacher conversation was involved. These e-scooters, holy cow. And the 5 things doctors say all parents should do. And e-scooters, man, they zip around. They're like a little vehicle. We'll talk a little bit about that. And the bottle return, the bottle and can return. People getting rich, taking cans and bottles from one province to another. You can get some money in one province when you can't in another. Is it time to standardize like bottle and can returns? I think it might be. Anyway, let's get back to the beach, and I'm gonna get a coffee refill here. It's Friday. The weekend is yours. Keyboard also coming up. Beach break. We'll be back with more in just a second.
Oye lo que siento, te voy a contar todo lo que quiero que puedo estar. ¿Qué no estás sintiendo? Si te verás, dudo que puedas parar. Por eso es que mi vida a veces falla y no me sé superar. Yo ve conmigo y no puedas parar. En ti te vas a esperar y ese mucho menos fuera. Y decimos así. Good morning, sun. See, guys, let's celebrate. It's Friday, the weekend is yours. Good morning, sun. See, guys, let's celebrate. It's Friday, the weekend is yours. Todo lo que siento, que me voy a contar. Todo lo que quiero que puedo estar. Eso están sintiendo, si tú te verás. Y dudo que puedas pagar. ¿Dónde se saca? En mi guitarra se falla y no vas a superar. Mucho no hay contigo, no puedas sacar. Pero sé que no se espera, yo sé mucho menos fuera. Y decimos así. Good morning, sun. See, guys, let's celebrate. It's Friday, the weekend is yours. Good morning, sun. See, guys, let's celebrate. It's Friday, the weekend is yours. Good morning, sun. See, guys, let's celebrate. It's Friday, the weekend is yours. Good morning, sun. See, guys, let's celebrate. It's Friday, the weekend is yours. Good morning, sun. See, guys, let's celebrate. It's Friday.
The weekend is yours. Oh, I forgot to sign off our other platforms. Uh-oh. Some bonus time over on the Facebook. And we have a heavy rainfall warning in effect west of Brandon. Highways are wet. Take a look at the radar, top center of your screen there, top center left. You can see the moisture coming into our area. It is going to be significant. Environment Canada earlier this morning has issued a heavy rainfall warning for the area, basically to the west and north of Brandon. Let me show you the area, our yellow area, the yellow warning. Before we go, because we do have to sign off of Facebook. We do have to make this exclusively for our VIPs. There's the area. Okay, you guys are going to get hit the hardest. So if you're in Strathclair, St. Lazare, Minneota, Elkhorn, Verdun, where the indoor rodeo is happening, thank God it's inside, Merrifield, be on the lookout for lots of moisture, guys. Lots of moisture. Me. And you know what? Here's the good news. Well, a couple pieces of good news. First off, it's nice and warm, 14 degrees. That is really a nice, mild morning. And the other piece of good news is that this rain is moving fast. It's a fast-moving system, so we are going to get a lot of rain today, tonight, and tomorrow morning. But even late afternoon, we could see things clear out, and that's going to be good news for a few of the sun seekers who've got some outdoor things planned. Before we say goodbye, let's do our Friday tradition here. Hey, let's celebrate the start of the weekend. The start of the weekend with our Friday song, and then we are going to move to Twitch exclusively. Let's make this a free-for-all this time around, because I'm getting good at this. I've got my keyboard. It's Keyboard Friday. Keyboard Friday is here again. We have done this for 8 seasons. It is a Friday tradition. And it's a way to celebrate the start of the weekend. I need a beat. I get requests to play weddings at least a couple a week. It's crazy. Concerts. I've been asked to tour with Taylor Swift. I don't care what your mama says, the weekend time is here. I don't care what your daddy says, the weekend time is dear. All I know is the work is done, and now it's time to have some fun, 'cause the weekend starts today. I don't care what the mayor says, weekends are full of cheer. I don't care if you think it's a lie, the weekend will soon be here. I don't care about the CIA, and I don't care what the calendars say, 'cause the weekend starts today. Hey, it's the weekend. The weekend starts today. Hey. The weekend starts today. Hey. Yay, it's a weekend. The Friday keyboard. Part of my tickle trunk activities in the Playland Beach. Oh, look at the gray hairs. Oh, the gray hairs. The gray hairs are coming. Yeah, get off my lawn, you kids. You kids, get off my lawn. And slow down on those e-scooters. For God's sake, you're going to run somebody over. We have to say goodbye to the folks on other platforms. VIP Hour. You can watch on the website, ktylerglenshow.com. Sorry, we went a little bit overtime for you folks today. TikTok and X, goodbye. Have a good weekend. YouTube, thank you. Have a good weekend, guys.